broke ass. Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I'm sorry. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted, and you are soon to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be. The world awaits to receive you.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best.
I don't know why I want to pause on me. Let's do it one more again. Sorry for my delay, y'all, and having to restart the live, but let's get it.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
You already know we will shut shit down. Do you see this big giant over here next to me? Do you see the monster? We're going to be going and doing our recap of Harvey meeting as well as the press conference prior, mini press conference protest. Okay, we're going to do that. But this is what I want to do. I want to first say shout out to the Levi family. I want to say thank you for going through this journey with me, going through the trials and tribulations that I have been going through working on growing this channel. I ask you guys to please hit the like button and turn all of your notifications on. Before we start this live, I have to start with something very serious. I need your help. I am begging for your help. We're going to be throwing this out there. You guys know that every year, Miss Cara does a butterfly release for Lexis. And what I'm asking you guys to do is to help us make this year butterfly release amazing. So we're going to play this for you and let you see what she has been doing for the last 3 years for her daughter. And we're going to ask for you guys to help us make this happen this year. Let's do it. And this is what I want. This portion of what happens every year. This is the video that's located on Cara's page. I had to get myself off because, guys, y'all know I'm very sensitive about this situation. And This year we want to make sure that we put a beautiful butterfly release together. Last year was very beautiful. She was able to do it for the last 3 years, and we want to continue. If you don't know what this story is about, this is the topic of my channel. This is what fuels me to do what I do. I ask you guys to please donate. If it's $5, if it's $2, we need you to donate. So I'm going to start the live. Y'all see I'm a little emotional because every time I talk about my baby girl, I get sad. Just know, guys, that Kara's fighting. We're fighting not only for justice, but for healing as well. So we ask you guys to support. I'm going to post this at least once a week, and we're going to talk about it. If I have to raise all the money by myself, meaning I will work every single weekend to make sure that we have this butterfly release, we will be having it. So I want you guys, leave our family. I need your help. I need you to donate so we can have this. Okay, guys? So give me 1 second. I'm going to get back on the screen. I'm going to get myself together, and then we're going to be doing this Harvey. But until then, I ask for you guys just to love and support Miss Cara. If y'all don't know the situation, y'all know I have a whole playlist that's dedicated to Alexis, the wrongful death that took place in Dalton, and how we continue to struggle and fight for justice, not only for her, her mother, her sister, her brother, but as well as the Dalton residents. Okay, so I think I got myself together. I'm gonna get Miss Colby's video on the screen. We're gonna start by watching that. We're gonna go to Miss Colby, and if y'all don't know who Miss Colby is, she's an elderwoman in Harvey, and now we have been paying attention to what's going on with crooked Mayor Clark. And what makes this so significant is because I have been comparing Clark to this woman for the last couple of months. A few months ago, I tuned in on a meeting. This is his sister. Don't forget. Okay? Don't forget. I tuned in on a meeting, and that meeting in Harvey was a little bit weird. And I was like, oh no, we don't like what's going on there, as well as we did our deep dive and started finding out all the crazy stuff, how his police or his security was busting shots at people, all types of stuff. We got the mess here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get through this broadcast right here. We're going to play a little bit faster than the average, and then we're going to go to the meeting, okay? And we're going to break it down, how Grace Levi break it down, how the Levi family break it down. We pay attention to everything. So here is the protest / event that took place just yesterday. Come in.
So let us go through the throne of grace at this time for power. Gracious God, we thank you for this day. We thank you that you have empowered us to be leaders in our community. We thank you that we can stand up for things that are just and right. See, Lord, you say that waters of justice must roll like waters and righteousness like an everlasting stream. And we are the ones to hold those accountable above us to do just that. Father God, we ask that you wrap your loving arms around Sister Colby, as she does much just and right. But not only that, I ask that you empower all of those who are here in this group, because your word also says that you require us to do justice, to love mercy, that we may walk humbly with you. Humbly we may walk, but empowered we may stand, and empowered we might fight.
Amen. We'll have another word of prayer real quickly. Father God in heaven, we humbly come before the throne of grace, thanking you, God.
Yes, Lord.
Thanking you for the opportunity to be able to serve in the community so we can meet the needs of those that are in need, God. God, we thank you for the heart of Alderwoman Colby, the heart of servitude, the heart to be able to give and to sow back into the community in which she's from. God, we ask right now that you strengthen her. God, we ask right now that every enemy that rises up against her be defeated right now. In the mighty name of Jesus, we call it so. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Amen.
I want to first thank you all for being here today. When called upon, you all came, so that lets me know that you all answered to the call of, issues going on in our community. Today marks 725 days since I took the oath to serve the people of the Harvey Second Ward. In that time, I've worked relentlessly to be present, responsive, and rooted in service. From organizing block cleanup to showing up for grieving families, from advocating for youth programming to standing beside our seniors. My work has never been performative. It's always been personal. But alongside that service, I witnessed a troubling pattern in our government, a pattern of silencing voices and shielding decisions from public view. Across our city, residents are facing fee increases on water bills, municipal gas tax, property taxes, housing inspections, and business license, to name a few. Implemented, with little to no committee discussion or public explanation. I push for legislation to bring these increases before council committees where they can be debated and justified. These efforts have gone ignored. We, the people of the City of Harvey, this administration, this 9-body council, should be coming together on these issues, not to burden our residents, but to develop solutions that bring in new revenue and vital services. We should be focused on attracting a grocery store, pharmacy, stable businesses to our community, not pushing people out with higher costs and unanswered questions. I also want to speak honestly and directly. I take full accountability for speaking when asked for order. My passion for the issues facing our residents sometimes pushes me beyond procedural boundaries. But my intent has always been to speak for those who feel voiceless, for the residents who elected me to stand in this chamber and represent them with courage and conviction. We are all elected to serve the people, and that means we should all be held to the same standard of transparency and responsibility. Public service demands public answers, not silence, not avoidance, not suppression. To the Second Ward and to the citizens and the residents of the City of Harvey, I will continue to fight for you. I will continue to speak up for you, even when it's uncomfortable. And I will continue to push for a city government that works for the people, not against them. And at this time, I want to bring forward Ms. Allen. As you all know, her mother's home. She actually turns 89 tomorrow. Can we all say happy birthday, Ms. Allen? Happy birthday, Allen. An amazing Second Ward resident. She's been in this community for 27 years. And to think that my very questioning of why the home was being sold and how it was being sold and who it was being sold to were being caused not only me harm, but as we celebrate the day after Mother's Day, and happy belated Mother's Day to all my mothers, could you imagine your mother in handcuffs because she stood up for her child? Well, that's what I was faced with on Monday, April 28th. But that's why that's in the rear view. We're focusing on the windshield, the bigger picture. In 17 months, we got a lot of work to do. So let's get to work.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I'm speaking for my mother, Betty M. Allen, and the family. There has been a taking of one of my mother's properties, just double lot here in Harvey. She has faced issues of being basically strong on the forest in signed documents, disconnecting property, so one of the properties was sold, which in fact I understood on April 28th. They in fact sold one of the properties for $2,000 to an investor, and without giving us notice that it was happening. We would have generally just given them a donation for Harvey to go away. We are asking for due process. That's all I'm asking, is due process, so that we can all come together, your crew, my crew, and let's just say who actually owns the property. My mother holds the deed. We have the original deed. That deed has never been transferred. It has never been sold. I have power of attorney, so therefore I've never done this document. I have not. And I'm saying what the City of Harvey did, I find it unconscionable. I find that they have my phone number, my email address. We live that down the street. I am asking that this be stopped, that light is shown on it. I'm asking for due process from the time to have that done. And I appreciate Ms. Colby actually standing up. She went to jail defending my family, and we elected her. The people of the Second Ward elected her to speak for us. Miss Betty cannot come and speak for herself. That's why we voted for Ms. Colby. Why won't they let her speak? They wouldn't even let me speak.
Speaking tonight.
And I'm just asking that this be noticed. And on top of that, imagine not being able to get up in the morning, to wash your face, brush your teeth, take your medicine, have a cup of tea. Well, this actually happened to my mom. She's 88 then. They cut her water off, right, February the 14th, for weeks. So until they had her to agree to having the water disconnected. And at that time, it was off again for an additional, I want to say 30 to 60 days. eventually that caused harm to her health. We had to agree at that point to get her water turned back on. It was told to us that if we didn't do that, that the water would be cut off in both homes, and that they would condemn one of the houses. They would condemn the houses unlivable, and therefore they would take the property anyway. I feel that that is totally against all that's right, and we would like to have our opportunity a day in court to discuss this matter.
It's criminal.
I'm sorry, I mute myself. I was trying to find out what's going on with this particular situation. The volume was a little bit low, but it had to do with something with a water bill, misinterpretation of who owns the property, and then satisfying that water bill. Now, I don't understand how the city can sell her particular property without it being a tax lien, or or the water lien on it. They usually do that through tax sales. That's what I specialize in. But the owner have to be given a series of information about the tax sale, um, i.e., when they have time. When they have, hold on, is this it? This is my thing. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying to find. Actually, is this it? Hold on, I'm trying to find my book. Is this it? Okay, let me see if I have my book. Y'all know I'm a tax lien. Oh, tax lien expert. So I'm trying to figure out what's the laws. I have all states broken down. I've did this, been there, done this, guys. So every single state who sells tax liens and tax deed, my program covers, but I just can't remember everything. Now I'm trying to figure out what is Indiana, Illinois. Okay, that's a 2-year redemption period. It's a tax lien state, 18% interest. The county clerk holds the annual sale. So the sale is done annually. And it's 2 years. So it's 2 years you have to be back on back taxes or possibly the water bill. It says most county require registration. This is all about the county tax lien sale. I'm going to look a little bit more deeper into that so I can let you guys know what I find out, anything that helped the residents. But I'm really trying to figure out how did they sell the particular property. It had to be in arrears for at least 2 years for them to even do anything on a county level as far as selling it as a tax lien. And then, hold up, matter of fact, have to be a year, and then 2 years after that, let me clarify, then the person who invests into it can actually move forward to redeem the property. So there's pay it. Hold on one second. I do apologize. I don't know why my service is a little funky. Please let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna take a few of my other tabs off real quick to make sure that we have a good broadcast. All right. So basically, what ended up happening after they sell the tax lien, the investor have 2 years to wait. So they have to know that that property was up for sale some way, somehow. If administrative actions were not done to let them know, they can sue the county. And again, that is putting Harvey at liability for a lawsuit. So I am glad that this woman is seeking some type of legal consultation, because it sounds like a series of administrative actions they missed that they did not do, which is typical, because just like his sister, him, just like, and we going to tag these motherfuckers all day. Excuse me. She ain't never going nowhere, because this is her brother, and I've been saying it. It's the same taxes, just like her sister. His sister. They are moving without doing administrative process and giving people due process, letting them contest, letting them see what's going on, giving them a chance to pay bills. We have seen several lawsuits. So now you know what I'm going to start doing, right? I'm going to start deep diving into Harvey lawsuits. That's what we're going to start doing. Hit the like button. It's time. Oh, and don't forget, Dalton, you know I love you. We still have some lives coming up. We have a lot of topics. Don't worry. Next week, I have more of a clear week, and we're going to get back into a few things that I want to touch. Okay. So please hit the like button as well as check out some of my other content. Let's finish play this. I was just trying to get an idea of how this happened. And the only way I can think about it happening is through the tax lien sale. And that property had to sit for at least 3 years without something being paid to get this far.
It's a criminal.
It is
That's what's called criminal activity.
I would like to state for the record that we have from Pastor Johnson, we have filed a class federal lawsuit against the City of Harvey for the erroneous water bills that have been issued to residents and business owners. So if residents or business owners would like to join the class action lawsuit, feel free to reach out to me as well. There has been an inflation of water bills. Before the water department was out of receivership of Chicago, our water bills were very low. And now that it's in the hands of the City of Harvey, that water bill is now $600, $700.
Whoa.
Because we're not playing the game of politics. So again, I would like to.
Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear it? So since they've been sourcing water from Chicago, their bill went up $500. Oh, hell no. Is this a national plan to extract all the money out of every American and make the middle class don't exist? Let me just move on with my damn conspiracy mind. Let me move on.
In the City of Harvey that has received these egregious acts of retaliation and foolishness that's going on with this administration. And now it's time to take the fight to the street. I thank God for all of the publications that are here, that are present, because it's time to take the fight to the street because we don't have a voice inside the City Hall.
Obviously, not even the Alderwoman woman.
I now like to bring to your attention that you did know across 153rd murder, 16 families, 9 that were occupied, 7 that were no longer will have the opportunity to live in their home. And behind me are a hero and a shero that are still standing, still tall on 153rd murder. But this is now the 17th home, right? Miss Allen's home is also one murder. And so I'm flabbergasted that across murders, we have 17 residents that have a housing issue. But this time I'd like to bring Pool Tingle and Mr. Tingle, who has been a resident here 50 plus years, 80 plus years old, and an amazing man.
We have, my father has lived on the murder for 52 years. Today actually is our 3-year anniversary from my mother's death. July 15, 2023, we were on water reclamation district and our home was taken. So they met with us to let us know that, and that was everyone that was on the line, that our home was taken. During that meeting, it was asked, well, why did you choose this block? And there wasn't present at the time that we were told. It was later found out that 4 years prior, the mayor knew what was going to happen to us. That's what made it controversial. Because he kept this a secret from us. He didn't tell us. We're the last resident on the home. When it comes to eminent domain, it's a thing of we either take that deal or that's it.
Yep.
So, we're being forced to leave. Not that we want to, because like my dad was 90 and and just lost our mother 3 years ago. So therefore, this was supposed to be our forever home. He worked hard. He migrated from the south to come up here to lose everything. And the thing, the notion of it being said, well, they can just start over. Look at the housing market over. It's not that easy. Even the money that was given to us is not a lot that we can go out and purchase the same like the homes that we have. The home that my father lived in actually has 2. The one that I lived in is one that he lived in. 6-bedroom home, over 2,500 square feet. We will never be able to afford that. They did not give us enough to afford that. But the point of the matter is, my father and mother worked hard to own what they had, and it used to be gone. We would have never seen this coming.
Wow. Now, if y'all did not hear what went on, now this is terrible right here because there's no lawsuit that you can really do to beat eminent domain. And that is something that's on a federal level and on a state level. And when I heard about eminent domain, that was the most disgusting thing I ever heard in my damn life. Now, it was really, really talked about when they was building the border walls. And I was hearing people complain who was in between Mexico and Texas that they were getting their home basically taken away from them from for far below the fair market value. So it's either you, like she said, either you take it or you don't. You really don't have room to negotiate with an intimate domain, which is the government, because they do not. And it's just like they just seize people property. That is something us as United States citizens need to get the hell off the books. I don't I don't respect it. I don't like it. It's a lose-lose situation for us. And they have done that plenty of times to Black communities, intimate domain. Like, for instance, um, Black Wall Street. If y'all don't remember, Black Wall Street was rebuilt after the original destruction of Black Wall Street, falsifying that situation that called the big riot, and then all of the individuals came to Tulsa to burn it down. But if you don't know, because that's been buried, our people was able to build Tulsa, Oklahoma back up. And guess what happened? They destroyed it with a kind of a concept of intimate domain. They took a good strip of that land and made it a highway. And what they did is made a highway that bypassed the area where no one stopped to do commerce, to get gas, or to even grocery shop. So that's what actually caused desolation and destitute to Black Wall Street when it was rebuilt. Intimate domain. So this is something that we really need to focus onto as a nation, and find a way to get that off of the books, because it's not too much that she can do, especially in this market. As you say, if they gave her $150,000, $200,000, because that's what the market's saying right now, that she probably cannot invest that into another property and get equal value. And you got to keep in mind that if they have to take a loan, they have to be, how you kind of say, financially equipped to do that. And financially equipped doesn't mean just have the money. They have to have the work, the timeline and things like that when it comes to take a loan and meet all the requirements just to get the extra money. This guy is a retired old man. You see what I'm saying? So they're actually displacing families. She said it's about 17 residents that went over. Doesn't it? So he's rolling out gentrification with no issues. Okay. Henya did it a little bit slicker, but she had her friends and family buying up shit. You know what I'm saying? But him, he like, nah. And that's why one of the council meetings we're going to review next week, it's a council meeting that highlights the business plan for Harvey. And I want to listen to that in detail. We're going to do a backtrack to find out what has been going on in Harvey. We're going to start to expose it. I want to say thank you for being here with Grace Levi. And also, please, thank you for listening and being part of the Levi family. Let's go. We got about 14 more minutes. Right here.
And they promised them that they would make them whole. When they were doing the deal, they said that whatever that they appraise your property at, if you want to move to Homewood or South Holland, and you find something and you don't, that money that they gave them because their home was not enough, they said they were going to make them whole, and they lied. That is a criminal act. That is a lie, and it's a criminal act.
Mm-hmm. Well, they definitely should have had them write that down, because if they said that they was going to compensate if they found a home equal alike to the value and they would give the money, they should have made them put it in writing. I'm going to tell you one thing, Black people, make them write everything. Anytime somebody tell me something, I'm like, write it down. Let's go. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to hold them to that, or unless they have some exchange of an email that actually stated that to them.
This is not the way that you run a city. This is not necessary. One block over, 152nd in Lexington, there are only 2 occupied homes on that block in one business. They could have put it right there. What the hell is going on?
Right. Hi, my name is Chappelle Hook. I am a 51-year resident in Harvey. I am also elected to the Harvey Public Library Board. The problem here is that we have a person that feels that they have power when we are the power. We the people are the power. We have been bamboozled and hoodwinked. Mm-hmm. We were told that the prior administration was killing us and taking everything from us, but in fact, it's this administration. Our streets are raggedy, they're dark. We have 5,427 abandoned homes in Harvey. Why would you take people out of their homes to put a pond when you have so many streets with no residents? You have abandoned lots. There's an abandoned lot across the street from my house that's been abandoned for 30 years.
Wow.
That they could have used. Dixie Square, they could have used. These people are losing their generational wealth.
Exactly.
He and his wife purchased their home for their children to pass down to their kids, like a lot of our parents do. They came here in the 70s, the 60s, 70s. Some families were here from the beginning, 1891, and they tried to build to leave something for their families and for their future generations. They can't do that now, not here in Harvey. That's not fair. And then you sit back, you humiliate an elected official. You allow them to abuse her in the public eye. But you sit up there and you say how your mom was abused. But you allow them to abuse her? What type of person are we dealing with?
Oh, you see, you want to put that monster on the damn screen?
How many of those he got? Who is he today? Is he Clarence or is he Chris? Let's do some research.
Or is he her?
So, in closing, I want everybody to continue to come to these meetings. Don't make this the one. Come to these meetings. See what's going on. Because in the prior administration, Chris Clark, Shirley Jewinski, Joseph Whittington, and Lamont Brown, the four aldermen, they vowed and made a pact to incapacitate our city. And that is exactly what they're doing.
I'm writing names and taking pictures, y'all.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Patricia McCaskill. I am the County Commissioner here in the 5th District, and I stand here in solidarity with the city and citizens of Harvey as well as the second ward officer. I stand here as a woman first, and then a resident. And on those premises, we at some point need to come together and work together. The city of Harvey does not have the luxury to have the news here to report on these types of issues. We need the news here to report on the monies that we need to come into our communities. We need the news here when it's time to talk about the disbursement of the funds that do come into our community. We need the news here when our seniors are telling you that their homes are being taken from them. In my role as commissioner, I have the responsibility of not only identifying where I live, but also helping with legislation, policy, and budget. So it is my job and it is my responsibility, and I make a commitment to the city of Harvey and the residents, my fellow residents, where I live, to ensure that we have some level of mediation to happen between our aldermanic and our mayoral. Something must happen. The city of Harvey does not have the luxury of this type of leadership. We need to have leadership in place, either it be with the current mayor or someone else. But there needs to be leadership in place that makes people like the county, the state, and the federal government want and desire to send monies here.
Oh, let's stop. I just thought about it. Aren't they working on that bill to basically get rid of corrupt mayors? We're going to look to see how far they are on with that. Don't they? Let's see if Harvey has the right or have the position right now to try to get rid of Clark ass, because he got to go. Let's see. You remember? I didn't get an update on that. I had made y'all aware that a while ago that Illinois was coming up with a bill. The Senate was coming up with a bill to help the community get rid of rogue and corrupt politicians. So let's see if that applies as of right now or sometime coming up, because we have to find a way to get these people out of these positions. Oh, and I want to add something else. When they were saying that basically there's over 5,000 properties that's empty and they have lots that's empty, and then they said they would target actually the seniors and the people that's on blocks that has 2 residencies that's occupied. It says to me more than gentrification. Now it's a little weird. I don't know how this is going to work out, but God always give me some stuff. So I was listening to this radio broadcast, and y'all listen to everything. And basically what they were saying was the plan was with the rich and elite, the business owners, what they want to do is to hire cheaper labor. So that is still in the works. Don't think that Trump doing his deportation thing that he don't want cheaper labor. I already showed you guys that all of his trinkets and everything came from China. He's still doing his damn thing, but he wants to have power over these countries and be a dictator. But at the end of the day, what they said was happening in certain communities, or what their plan was to basically move the regular people out, us, get these big companies in, and create types of smart cities. This is kind of where the smart cities is coming in, and these smart cities is going to fuel the AI and the technology. That's why I told you guys, be careful of what they bring into your community. You know what I'm saying? Talking about we're going to bring, what did they say? They wanted to make chips or something like that in Dalton. We're going to get back to that proposal with Dalton, what type of company that is. Because as I mentioned, if you got specialized companies coming into your neighborhood, you need specialized people to actually do the job. And if no one around in the community is equipped to do these high level jobs, they have to source these jobs. So what they were saying in that podcast before I start is that what they would do was just basically do not visa program, short visa program, 6 months program for people who does this, meaning they travel from country to country and or place to place to do these type of jobs where they're kind of mobile, so they don't have to really worry about the person wanting to live in the area or stay there. But it's also a form of repopulation and changing the population, because obviously they don't want our kind in these areas. They want to gentrify it, and allegedly while we there, the price values don't mean nothing until they gentrify it and get us out. So I'm thinking like this is something that's what they doing, because it just don't make sense. If you have all of this land that's there and available, won't you start building on that? But you're trying to literally displace the people. Now I know that sounds a little conspiratory, but that was what I heard. It was this it was like a smart businessman podcast. Like one of them TED Talks. That's what I listen to. Everything. I listen to the others. So I think that's just what's going on. And they're using our people. They're using our Black elected officials as the pawns. And so not our communities.
It's very difficult to bring monies and programs and grants and other opportunities into a city when it doesn't look like the council can get along. It is imperative that we begin to look at those things. We need to look at reforming the Harvey jail. We need monies for that as well. I too have been a visitor of the prison. However, that's neither here nor there. My point is, we cannot continue to move forward in the order that we currently are. Everyone that's here in the news, we like to report all the negative stuff. When we do the positive, we need you here as well. The issues that are being brought before you today, these are not new issues. These are issues that have been being made aware to you over the past 3 years. So together, we're going to need to find a way to mediate this situation, not only for Alderwoman Chapman, that was here, for Alderwoman Chapman, but for Mayor Clark as well, to come together and have decent adult conversations, because we're responsible for governing our city.
That's not
happening. With that being said, if I can assist in any way, I know Alderwoman Chapman has reached out several times. I've reached out to the mayor. Our schedules have not been able to connect, but I am using this platform tonight as a calling to him, as a call to action for him to work with me and to work with the commissioners and the governor. Calling you everything. God, what are you doing? What are you doing? But we have to get together in one room, and we have to have a conjoined and solid and consolidated vision for what this city needs to look like. Harvey does not have the luxury to continue in the way that it's going right now. So with that, I'll leave with Alderman Chapman. Let's give a round of applause to Commissioner Dr. Keisha Imakath. Thank you so much to all those who have spoken. I'd also like to, and I'm very thankful, my apparel today is done none other than this great person who includes James Watson, who needed to create this particular apparel so that her voice would not be limited and folks would still get the message as to what's going on here in our great city of Harvey. So without further ado, I'll let Ms. Watson.
Good afternoon. My name is Glennis Watson, resident of the First Ward, and on November 25th, 2024, at a city council meeting, I was escorted out of the meeting for apparently saying something from my seat. What many of you probably don't know is that at the beginning of every city council meeting, one of the police officers or the police chief will read a legal notice that states what our rights are within the meeting chambers.
Wow.
And those rights do not include anything that is protected by the First Amendment. We can't clap, we can't speak, we can't make any comments out of our seat.
You can't even cough in there. If you cough, your ass getting out. I never saw nothing like that. That's why that meeting we watched, I was like, what the fuck is going on? He wanted so quiet that he had them pushing buttons to vote. Oh no, this is a constitutional violation. They have to recall Clark now. They have to recall him.
Because it's considered disruptive, it's disorderly conduct. And on November 25th, I was cited for disorderly conduct and fined $500.
What?
It is a total shame. If you go back and watch the city's video of that meeting,
I won't
you'll
pay it.
notice that.
I won't pay it. I'll be in jail until I bail out. You're gonna have to max me out on the $500. I'm not giving you fucking $500. Excuse my language. Oh Jesus, thank you for me not being there, because I'll be sitting there. They'll be like, I'm like, well, it costs more for me to be in here because bitch, you ain't getting $500 from me. I don't got $500. I don't even like paying $78 tickets for fake ass light. You know, them traffic light tickets. This right here is appalling. We have to get behind Harvey. We have to get behind Harvey and pay attention to the whole crooked ass South Side. All of these politicians, or most of them, are connected some way, somehow. Now, are they all corrupt? We don't know. But we do know that a lot of them are fucking compromised. Let's go.
Whatever I said, I still to this day don't know what I said was inaudible. But apparently, it was enough to have a police officer come across 4 aisle rows of seating to escort me out. And it's not just me. I certainly wasn't the first, and I probably won't be the last. Unfortunately, it's very unfortunate that we can't even exercise our freedom of speech within a meeting. Literally tonight, unless they change it between now and 7 o'clock, literally tonight, you will hear the police chief or one of his designees read a legal notice and cite some laws and statutes and ordinances and blah, 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 some of which don't even pertain or are no longer in effect. But they use it as an intimidation tactic, and that's the other thing. The mayor is using the police officers as to weaponize them against the citizens, for them to stay in their place, basically. So just go back and watch YouTube videos for city council meetings prior to today, and you'll see how eerily quiet it is in the chambers. Again, we can't speak. We can't. If somebody makes a comment that we like, we can't say, yeah, that was good. Or if there's a comment that we make that we don't like, we don't agree with that. None of that. We'll be escorted out in a heartbeat. So I had this shirt made because I even made a public comment following that meeting that I'm going to wear the shirt anywhere I can, because I hope it'll draw conversation from other people as to, well, what does that mean? You were denied your right to speak, or your freedom of speech. That's what happened. And so that cannot continue. We're taxpaying residents. We have every right to know where our tax money is being spent. We have every right to be informed of things before the council meeting. We don't get any idea of what's happening prior to the meetings because they don't release the packet. The agenda is barely put out in advance for us to even know what's going to be discussed. But as residents, we have no opportunity to review what's going to be on the meeting agenda, no opportunity to know the bills and the financial status of the city. There hasn't been a treasurer's report since 2021, 19. We don't get monthly treasurer reports. I mean, this is where we live as residents of Harvey. We're treated as if we're children and have no brain cells to put together to be able to conduct ourselves. So for that,
1997. She can't even get her name on the agenda. They won't even allow her to speak to the city council meeting. She's elected treasurer for the City of Harvey in the state of Illinois, certified, and she has no power. They withhold all financial information away from her. And if she says anything, she's been escorted out. She's been escorted out too, and she's the treasurer.
Wow. All right, so this is Ryan. Y'all know I got mad love for Ryan. I've been keeping my eyes on Ryan for a while, and he's been really trying to push it. He's been really trying to tell people like, hey, Tiffany Brothers over here doing fucked up stuff. Like I think he's 10 times Tiffany. We're gonna see. I think he's 10 times worse than Tiffany. I think what made it work for Tiffany was that she was a black woman, and it's true. I don't care what y'all say. We be hating on black women. We ready to tear our asses down. They ready to tear everything. Want to call all types of names, but Clark ass, a little quiet and intimidating, getting away with shit. Not today. Not today. Corruption is going down. That's why she had to because she was flashy. She was doing her hair, and she was a black woman. I will say that. They were ready to eat her ass alive. But now we're going to have to eat him alive. Okay, no more playing possum.
My name is Ryan Smolsky. I run the Harvey Historical Society. I also live in Harvey. My family's been here for over 100 years. My great uncle operated Masso's, which is a well-known grocery store in Harvey. So I just want everybody to see, we really have diversity of ages, races, religions. I don't know if you just heard the call to prayer. There's a mosque down the street. So my question is, why don't we have people coming out to our meetings? I mean, we know a big part of the answer is when people are getting arrested, people are getting ticketed, people are scared. So if there's anything I want to get out there to the media and to people is that don't be scared. If we all stand together, there's nothing that can stop us. However, I do have to say I am disappointed in that as much as we have gotten some media coverage, it seems that, Tiffany Henyard blows her nose the wrong way. The media will storm and cover her, and there will be wall-to-wall coverage. But here, this is not the first or the second or the third time my alderwoman has been, sorry, this is the third time my alderwoman has been arrested, falsely arrested. This time, the mayor added her mother. I mean, and we still don't get a lot of media coverage. Tiffany and Cindy really does, so I'm not downplaying corruption in other places, but I really want to get out there to the media that there is widespread corruption in the Southland, and a lot of these folks are connected. So please do your job. You're the average citizen. When you need people to ask the hard questions, who is protecting Mayor Clark?
Yep.
Who is protecting the people that commit these atrocities? Because
Who the hell was protecting Henyard? The same person that's protecting his ass. Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead. Keep talking. Now, I'm glad that he got the floor because he has been stressing this. Yes. Check out all his channels. Check out his YouTube. I mean, I think he got a YouTube page too. I'm going to put some of his links down there. We need to really support each other. No matter if we're different, come from different walks of life. I'm going to tell you this. I always say it. In Haiti, we don't agree on everything, but when we have a fight to go against corruption, we get the hell together and we start tearing up stuff. That's what I'm used to. I'm not used to all of this separation because everybody's not the same. So what I'm asking is that we get together and support each other and actually start to share each other's information, because that's what I do anyway. But I'll be doing that, and I hope other people as well, because I would like us to unite like Voltron. There is a lot that needs to be handled, and we cannot do it separately.
State is not getting involved. The federal government, the FBI often takes years to do their investigations, and we don't really see the county. Thank goodness we have a new commissioner who's from Harvey, but we just see there's so much silence, and I have to say the silence from the authorities is deafening.
Yes,
it is deafening. I have to ask, if this were a community that were like Hinsdale or even Hyde Park or Oak Park, do you think that this would, or Evanston, where Miss Glennis actually came to us from Evanston, would this be happening with an older woman who does nothing but ask questions for us?
Thank
you. Be arrested 3 times for no reason? Why do we not get intervention from the authorities? Why? You. So please, if you're out there, if you're part of the media, anybody, we just want answers to our questions. I also do want to respond because the mayor said some nasty things about me last week, basically trying to say, because I'm gay, I must be a child molester. So again, I want to say, where's the media?
And guess what? You know what you should do, Ryan? Sue his ass for defamation, because he has a big platform. And yeah, you're going to say that. Be like, hey, he's messing up my reputation. I can't get whatever. You know what to do. You know what to do. Sue his motherfucking ass directly for defamation. So he's calling you a pedo. If he's calling you a pedo, he needs to have some proof, because there's a lot of motherfuckers in that government that is straight offenders and pedos. Okay? I know what they was doing at Melanie Fitness over there, having them damn parties. You remember, y'all? When the girls upside down and the asses was in the air? Clark ass was probably back there too, looking like a demon.
If this happened in Evanston, it would be on the 6 o'clock news. Wow, how can a mayor do that? Where are the LGBT activist groups? Just because I'm white and gay and live in Harvey, that means that Harvey doesn't count? Do we get ignored because we have a lot of residents who happen to be darker skinned, or maybe we don't make super high salaries, every one of us? We still have rights, and we deserve to have those rights protected. So we're standing up for our rights. And I want to say to anybody, if you're gay or if you're LGBT, any part of that community, no matter what your race is, your age, whatever, I stand with you. Do you stand with me? Do you stand with us?
You stand with business.
We can do this, but you have to show up to the meeting.
Thank you.
We need your help. Everyone must stand together. Christopher Clark has done everything but tell us where the money is being spent and what they're doing with our resources, our properties. So whether he wants to call me a molester because I'm gay, or he wants to have her arrested any number of times, he will not answer where is the money going. We are not asking for anything that is wrong. or improper. We just want to know, what are you doing with our money? And because we don't happen to be an upper middle, income community with a lot of lawyers and doctors, that doesn't mean we do not deserve justice. We have rights too. So thank you so much. And like I said, I do hope to see everyone come out. We'll all stand together and we will prevail. And thank you to my Alderwoman Colby, who has stood out time and time again. You guys have to realize, like, she has a life. This puts a lot of strain on. Can you imagine when all of us? Why do I have this body cam? YouTube activists donated their money. I didn't even ask them to give me this body cam because they're so worried for us. People that we just ask questions. They're like, "Are you okay?" We want to make sure that because they send police after.
Wow. All right. So this is where I think she had probably have a part two. This is where she uploaded. So we're gonna stop right here. We got a good mouthful, kind of figuring out what's going on as far as the gentrification, as well as getting the baseline of the water bill, how they're doing it, and he I was just pulling up the comptroller website real quick, but I ain't gonna do that right now because that's gonna make this live prolong. Y'all know what it is. He's supposed to be submitting his damn financial reports, Harvey Financial, to the comptroller office. So why is that not happening? We're gonna review some of that stuff when we get into the next live, where we're gonna review Harvey's business plan and break it down. You know, I'll be having a lot to say about that shit. Oh no. Coming over here with the 52 fake out, I can always hear a scam. I can always find a hole, and I know it's holes in that damn business plan that monster was standing up, talking about, and that probably include his ass stealing their damn property. All right, so let's hit this here. Let's watch it. I'm gonna kind of play a little faster, not like but we're going to try to get through as much as possible. I want to say thank you for being here with me tonight. I appreciate you guys. And this is what I'm saying. I don't know these people's name, but I'm going to get it. Just like how I started with Dalton, where I was a little bit confused, but I'll get right on it. I think, okay, this guy right here and is another guy that was sitting here before. I don't know if it's him. The guy on the right, and it was one on the left at the end when they had that last financial meeting. Them two seems like his henchmen. Those two, him and another guy, is Clark's financial henchman, and they need to be exposed. I'm thinking that this gentleman with the dreads is on Team Kobe. I'm just kind of like getting things together. These two right here, I got to get to know them. But I'm going to be honest. I think she's the weakest link. Not because she's white, but I do think she's the weakest link. Her heart may not be able to handle this shit. And I don't think she's going to go to jail for this buckethead, shiny geezer. So I honestly think that you guys need to start putting pressure on these people and figuring out where each one of these people corruption lies. And if you guys know where each one of their corruption lies, then you can start to expose them. That's what the hell we're going to do. So I'm going to figure out who this lady is. And we're going to start putting pressure on her because we're going to have to get some more people on the right side of justice, because it can't, they said it's a 2-4 vote. Like he's always winning. These people around them are voting Kobe not to be able to talk. So you know how we do discussion in Dalton, where you're like, anybody want discussion? Yeah, not this one right here. Well, you got to vote, and then they'll all say no. I never heard no shit like that in my life. So let's play this right now and see what went down last night. And this is brought to you by Harvey YouTube page. Oh, yeah. Get it straight from the source so we can get a good view as well as visual as well as audio.
We'll call this meeting to order. This is the City of Harvey. This is the City of Harvey council meeting. Today is Monday, May 12th, 2025 at 7:08 p.m. Council members, if you'll be so kind as to mark yourself present. We have a quorum. Next is the invocation of the Pledge of Allegiance. Deacon Rogers, would you be so kind?
Let's bow our heads in prayer. We petition the throne of grace. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Lord Jesus, we ask you, Lord Jesus, us through the Holy Spirit into the true constant change this evening. Lord Jesus, we ask you for our abundance blessing, because we know that we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. Lord, we get our strength from you. We get our knowledge from you. We get our wisdom from you. Lord, we are glad to see that there's so many participants that's passionate about what's going on in the City of Harvey today, and their presence is abundantly welcome. Lord Jesus, govern our meeting, Lord Jesus, govern our minds, Lord Jesus, govern our thoughts, Lord Jesus. And each and every individual here is under the sound of my voice. Remind them, Lord, that Holy Spirit that manifests itself within us, Lord Jesus, lives through us, through you. Lord Jesus, we are asking, Lord, that we make the right decisions on behalf of all of the citizens here in this great city. This is our prayer. We ask it all in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is presentations. They are done. Next is automatic reports. Let's start with the fourth ward.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. Greetings everyone. I want to first off with saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. The greatest holiday of the year is also the day that when you talk on the phone would be the hardest day to get off the phone because everybody be on the phone all day on Mother's Day. You know, Father's Day it'd be kind of a little quick. You know, you go to restaurants, you got to stand.
So y'all, I'm gonna fast forward to the shucking and jiving. We ain't about to play with that.
Bring around to eat Father's Day, sometimes you get to walk up there, but that's okay. There's good fathers out there too. So with that being said, I just want to announce Mr. and Mrs. Harris. Mrs. Harris is 100 years old, and Mrs. Harris is 95 years old, and they just celebrated their 72nd anniversary. That's some good stuff. I can't speak for nobody else, but I ain't been in a relationship over 10 years, and that's a lot. So with that being said, I'm not gonna try to. I'm just gonna put knowledge in people's head of what my job is and what I'd like to do. I go above and beyond, you know, Call of Duty and do things that are not required in my job overall. You know, I do overall care, and I am a team player.
This guy name is Tracy. That's what I was staring at. That lady who I was talking about, her name is Miss Shirley, and I think it's a D is her last name. Y'all know I'm trying with my eyes. And Tracy is him that's talking. And Tyrone, called Tyrone, his ass about to get out right here. He's suspect at the end. And I'm trying to get that other name, these other two names. Just bear with me.
I did feel belittled and disrespected when the mayor said that I didn't know the Pledge of Allegiance. That's why, you know, we said it a little loud, just said, I don't know where it came from or how it came from. But whatever it is, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to continue to do my job and be respectful as possible. And all I can say is that my heart and my mind is priceless. It can't be bought. I'm not for sale. Only person that can control that is God. You know, He knows my arrival, my departure, and everything in between. So with that being said, I would like to look forward to somehow working things on out because I'm going to stay the same person that I've always been, and not because I want to, it's because it's my duty. It's my duty, and if I'm going to be a yes man, I'm going to be a yes man to my residents and nobody else. Thank you.
All right. We got Tracy. Tracy seeing the heat coming down. I don't know. He like, fuck that. All right, we got Tracy right there. I know that.
Thank you.
Go ahead, black man.
Chair recognizes the second ward.
Good evening, everyone. Today marks 725 days since I took the oath to serve the people of the Harvey Second Ward. And that time I had worked relentlessly to be present, responsive, and rooted in service. From organizing block club cleanups to showing up for grieving families, from advocating for youth programming to standing beside our seniors. My work has never been performative. It's always been personal. But alongside that service, I witnessed a troubling pattern in our government. A pattern of silencing voices and shielding decisions from public view. Across our city, residents are facing fee increases on water bills, municipal gas tax, property tax.
Wait, can y'all see? Watch this and just tell me what the hell looks similar watching his ass and Hinyard when she's in her seat and people are talking. Just tell me right in the comments, what the hell is similar?
A settlement agreement for businesses, if in fact they owe back property taxes, housing inspections, business license, Church is now being charged with a business license, to name a few, implemented with little to no committee discussion or public explanation. I've pushed for legislation to bring these increases before council committees where they can be debated and justified. Those efforts have been ignored. We should be coming together on these issues, not to burden our residents further, but to develop solutions that bring in new revenue and vital services. We should be focused on attracting a grocery store, a pharmacy, and stable businesses to our community, not pushing people out with higher costs and unanswered questions. I also want to speak honestly and directly. I take full accountability for speaking when asked to come to order. My passion for the issues facing our residents sometimes pushes me beyond the procedural boundaries, but my intent has always been to speak for those who feel voiceless. I just ask, why can't we ask a question? For the residents who elected me to stand in the chamber and represent them with courage and conviction. We were all elected to serve the people, and that means we should all be held to the same standard of transparency and responsiveness. Public service demands public answers, not silence, not avoidance, and certainly not suppression. To the second ward, I will continue to fight for you. I will continue to speak up, even when it's uncomfortable. And I will continue to push for a city government that works for the people, not against them. I'd like to invite everyone out this Saturday, May the 17th, with 5th District Commissioner Dr. Keisha E. McCaskill to the Recycle and Resource Fair, where we'll have a number of Cook County services alongside just helpful agencies to support you. Please bring all your goods that may not have been picked up in the Harvey cleanup, as you can recycle those with the Charm Center of South Suburban College. Thank you all. I appreciate your support and I love you. And let's keep the good trouble going. Thank you.
Right. Let's keep the good trouble going. I like that, Ms. Colby.
Next is the third ward.
No, third.
We have the sixth ward.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I'd like to say, belated Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And that's what 95 looks like. Okay, well, I'll be more than happy to show my queen. Okay, one of my queens. That's what 95 years old looks like on the 27th of this month. And other than that, the residents of the 6th Ward know my heart. You know where I stand. You know what I do every day. So, no, I don't have it.
Thank you.
What does that have to do with the cup of tea? Yeah, I don't like him.
Fifth Ward.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you to everyone that's here today. Thank you for your presence. And that will conclude my
First Ward.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Mayor, I just want to personally thank you and the chief for stepping up in our first ward meeting we had on the 10th of May. I could not attend the meeting. Let me restate that. I was in attendance. I could not host the meeting because I did have a medical procedure, and the mayor did a tremendous job. So I personally want to say thank you for stepping up and hosting that meeting on my behalf. I would like to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. It's truly a blessing to be a mother. And I also want to say, as a Catholic, I was so excited to get the new pope. So we have a new pope, and I was extremely excited to find out he was from the south suburbs. And I just want to reach out to the residents of Dalton. I went to the site today, and those residents that live next door or near that house were very gracious. And I want to say thank you, and God bless. I have no report.
You're fired. You're fired, Shirley. I don't even like for you giving this nigga. Excuse me, not using that word. I call everybody nigga though. Don't be mad. It's not a. It means ignorant. So when y'all hear me say that, I say it to a white person, black person, whatever. But I don't like her. I don't like Shirley. You was a fool with that over bleached hair. It's damaged. She got to get it together.
Thank you. Next is public comment. Public comment is encouraged and appreciated. This is the only opportunity for the public to address the council on agenda items and any other city-related business. In order to accomplish all business on the agenda and be respectful of everyone's time, council members will not engage in dialogue with individual members of the audience, and no immediate action will be taken on any public comment issue. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium and state your name. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. No speaker may donate his or her time to another speaker. Comments shall be courteous and respectful at all times. No person may use public comment for the purpose of campaign or advertisement. This is not a question and answer time. The council cannot engage in conversations with the public. Questions or concerns about
Wow. Do you hear what he said? He said they cannot engage in conversation with the public. This is what she was saying. These rules and regulations that they're putting forth. Let me just say this. Yeah, if y'all know anything about law, if y'all ain't know nothing about the details, any ordinance has to be aligned with the statute of the state or the county. Well, I can say any ordinance of a county has to be aligned with the state statute. Any state statute has to be aligned with the federal law. Any federal law has to be aligned with the Constitution. This is how it's all connected. They can't all be doing their own thing. That's the reason why it's a separation of power. That's why the United States united at one point, because they were all separate. Do you know the United States was all separate? Everybody's doing their own damn thing. And once they went to, they federalized and got together, they united. They're supposed to follow this type of criteria. So what you see going on here is a direct contradiction and a violation to the Constitution. And that's what I got to say about that. That's why they got to take this to state level. After the state, they go feds. And right now, all I can really say is that the people are going to have to push, because I have no confidence in our federal government right now. I have zero confidence in our federal government. So what I'm saying is whatever y'all need to do is just put it on record, keep on pushing, and sue. Lawsuit. If they want to break you, you break them. That's all we're going to have to do right now until we get some really good people to replace these corrupted ass elected officials across the United States. I'm just going to keep it real. All roads leads to court in knowing your rights. All right.
Operations should be addressed with city staff on regular business hours.
Trifling. That's trifling. They're not addressing it.
For the sake of expediency and for following our rules that the chief has articulated prior to the meeting, I understand that sometimes passions may get high, but I would caution the public from any clapping at that particular time. We want to try to get through this as orderly as possible. That being the case, the first comment comes from, looks like Zoe Lee, and followed by Amanda.
You can't even clap.
Ask you.
Y'all telling me he ain't worth with Tiffany?
I want to make this very clear. Open Public Meetings Act cannot override the U.S. Constitution. Here's how that works. Supremacy Clause. The U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the land. No state law, local ordinance, or public meeting decision can override constitutional protections like due process, equal protection, or free speech. You are in violation of all of that. You cannot do that. This is a whole lawsuit. Everybody that they keep violating our due process is a lawsuit.
I promise you, y'all, I did not watch this. Thank you, God. Go ahead, beautiful. Get him. Exactly. Everybody needs to come together with a class action lawsuit and sue his ass. Y'all gonna have to sue them as much as Dalton got sued. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to do that at the end of the day. And I know it's kind of like a catch-22 because y'all like, oh, it comes from Texas. They're gonna increase taxes. They can increase taxes. They could try, but y'all better fight their asses on that too. If y'all pay attention, just like y'all better not let Dalton and Thornton increase the taxes because of all that shit that Tiffany did. I showed y'all in Thornton how they try to increase the taxes to $9,000 in the general fund. Keep on fucking playing. Y'all gonna be paying it back, paying y'all own motherfucking stuff back. Fight to the end. Go ahead, girl.
No, you don't.
Regardless of what you make.
No, that's the law of man.
Regardless of what you make, just please observe all our rules.
None of those rules override the supreme law of man. I don't know, like, but you take an oath. You took an oath, so you clearly don't know the U.S. Constitution. As the rest of the Cook County, that's just what it is. It's RICO time. You are committing RICO. Kwame Raoul committing RICO. What's his name? Welch. Rico, Brandon Johnson, Rico, your cousin, all of y'all committed Rico. Like, it's a big Rico. Like, Rico, Cook County, have you heard of Operation Grey Lord? It's like Operation.
You know what? As she say that, it makes me think this could be a reason why Tiffany case is taking so long, because they are connected to each other. She's naming all of them. She's like, you're going to get Rico. You're going to get Rico. Yo, does this sound like a flashback of how Dalton started? How it started to get his momentum? Wear a Rico shirt. You should have had Rico on the back of that red sweater. Go ahead. So it looks like she's from Chicago. I was told that a few people from Chicago came up in here, and that's what's needed because they ain't never scared. They can get their ass locked up, and they're going to get a lawsuit. They look like they chase lawsuits. And guess what? He ain't going to like that shit because they're going to give the other people in the town, the high haters and the balls, to move forward. There you go, sis. Kick ass. Rico.
Operation Grey Lord 2.0, that happened in Cook County in 1984 when they locked up judges, mayors, prosecutors, lawyers, Cook County sheriffs.
1980.
So you know that, but this time it's going to be you. They're going to add Harvey because you are stealing black people's property. You're displacing seniors and thinking that it's okay. You carry steel. Like, nobody's not playing with y'all. Like, it's a new millennium. Okay? The federal government is coming in. You're going to jail, prison, that's okay. And nobody's playing with you. So please, I want you to violate my First Amendment. Please. Please. So I can get the rest of the little money that y'all still got at home. Please. Thank you.
You see when you push back and you stand up, you see he ain't lock her ass up. Now, I'm not telling Colby, Colby doing her thing, but he know that they gunning right there. He like, damn. And then he ain't kick everybody else out. Everybody clap. That's why everybody clap at the same damn time. He gonna put everybody out. I think that's what they said they did. Somebody was telling me a little bit about this meeting. Let's finish watching. I'm getting excited.
Again, I get more to the room. Just go right off the bat. Next is Mayor Askew, followed by I think it's Carter.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to start off with praise. I would like to give Mr. Suarez. There was a very productive meeting about small business resources on April 10th. I was disappointed that none of the aldermen from the Finance Committee was there to continue the conversation of spurring up economic development in the City of Harvey, since we have 7 TIF districts. But I know there's hopefully more to come. My second one comes in is I witnessed a violation of a freedom of speech at the previous City Council meeting, and I think that is deplorable. The purpose of governance, democracy and governance is a verb, and it's a meeting of the minds to make decisions for the betterment of this town, the resources of this town, and the residents. Now, everyone may not agree. We may not all have the same political thought process. We also may not agree on the best plans for this city. But to weaponize the police department and to suppress the speech of a fellow elected official is quite frightening. And it also bothers me that in previous meetings before, we've had several ordinances that include some type of fee, income. But yet, according to the state of Illinois and the City of Harvey's website, there's been 3 years of no financial reporting. So the question continues to concern me. Why do we have these ordinances that comes with some sort of fee income? And it ranges from a variety of things. But yet you do not know the true financial state of the city. And the last finance meeting I came to, there was discussion, but there was no list of bills or any type of documentation that itemizes the bills that were to be paid by the city. So we as the public have an understanding of what is being paid on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis.
Yep.
I asked, and I'm sure along other residents here, is that we're asking for transparency. What is the real financial health of this town? If we are in a deficit or if there is some sort of profit, we still should know what it is, and it should be available for public consumption. And let me end by saying, I am not a criminal nor a pedophile, because I know there like to be disparaging comments during certain people's comments. I am an educated Black woman who is a citizen of Harvey, and I am very concerned about what is going on in this administration.
Right, man.
And again, I encourage you all to speak up and stand up and continue to come to meetings.
Thank you.
Because things are happening and it's under our nose, and that is not right. That is not democracy. And if it continues, there needs to be a change to the administration.
That's right. Exactly. Ryan, Sue, his ass. That is defamation to call you a pedophile. You got witnesses right here and everybody else that watch. She said, listen, I don't know what you about to try to do. You ain't gonna do no disparaging mark on me. I'm a black educated woman and I don't like what I see. She said much more than that. That meeting that she was talking about, that financial meeting, if you didn't see it, we did go over that, and there was a lot of things that they were talking about that was straight ridiculous, and they did not have any type of roll call. They didn't have any type of documents to show anyone, and they were trying to pay for line dancing over and over and over and over, and that's what Alderman woman Colby brung up. The bullshit. Yep. Everybody.
Everybody got lawsuits. We'll stay on recess for 10 minutes, please. Back to order.
This
all the persons were coming back in.
Okay, so I was told, if y'all don't know what happened, I don't know if this was the time, but he said this motherfucker, you know, I'm gonna say it in my Haitian voice, he kicked everybody out. He kicked everybody out, all of the residents out, and let them back in 5 by 5, and kept the Chicago women outside. And I was told that Martin G was one of the last ones to be able to get back in to the meeting. This motherfucker. I think that's what we just saw happen. If we missed it, but thank you for the background information. He put him out, and then to put him back in so they could be in order. Recall his ass fast. Where the hell the money at? Why everybody else chair look nice and Alderman woman Colby chair looking like this? What the hell we got going on? Y'all see this? Oh, I'm feeling somewhere. They done got it, right?
We have a forum. Next up on our public comment is D. Love, followed by Reverend M. King Jr.
Yeah, now y'all can tell it changed because it was a guy head here. It was a guy sitting here. He's not there. This is the truth. He put them out and then let them back in 5 by 5. This shit is trifling.
Good evening. My name is D. Love, and I am a proud resident of Harvey. I must admit, I'm nervous standing here today. But I believe when you see something wrong, you have a duty to speak up. It has been painful to witness the way Alderwoman Colby Chapman has been treated in this room. I've personally seen her forcefully be removed, not once, but multiple times. I was shocked and honestly disturbed. Yes, I understand. These meetings require order. But let's not forget, frustration builds when people feel unheard. You recently spoke about how the former mayor of Dalton was disrespected and how only her boyfriend stood up for her. Well, that's different from what Alderwoman Colby Chapman.
So he said, you heard what she said? She said, you talked about how the mayor of Dalton was disrespected and only her boyfriend stood up for her. You see, he was talking about his damn sister. Fuck around and find out. That is his sister. It's not a joke.
That is doing. She's standing up for the residents. Let me ask you a question. Have you forgotten what it felt like when you were alderman sitting in these same seats? Did you feel powerless at times, hoping for the one day you could make a real difference? Now you hold that power. Why not work with those who share the same passion for change? Stop fighting. Let's start collaborating. Remember, leadership is about service, not control. Your title is not a weapon. Secondly, I must admit, why is there always heavy police presence in this room, but little to no presence in the community where we actually live? We the people deserve the same level of protection that you enjoy in this chamber. Law-abiding citizens shouldn't feel like criminals when they walk into this city council meeting. It's intimidating and unfortunately uncomfortable. And the truth is, we pay their salaries. A little respect is not too much to ask. Here's an idea. Host a community connection day. Let the officers get out their cars, walk around the neighborhood, knock on doors, and meet the people they're sworn to protect.
Oh, no.
Show us that our
show up at my door. Y'all don't want them showing up at your door, ma'am. Please, 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 please. Retract that statement. Hell to the no. Motherfuckers be like, you smell weed. Can I come in there? We don't got a warrant. We got a warrant. We don't got a warrant. Get the hell down. Get down. No, don't let them come to your house. Please don't let them come to your house, ma'am.
City is a safe place.
I'm afraid for your life, honestly. I don't fuck around. No.
Lastly, thank you for cleaning up 154th Street. But now the problem has shifted from 145th to 147th in Harvey, with women in crisis and individuals battling addiction and are gathering near the abandoned car wash. Why not take a meaningful action and partner with outreach organizations or a substance abuse program to help those people get the services they desperately need? Well, there is so much I would want to say, but I'm ending with this. I stand with Alderwoman Colby Chapman. She's not our Alderwoman. Enough is enough. She's not grandstanding. She's fighting for the residents, and maybe it's time more of you did the same.
Right. Ain't nobody clapping now. They scared.
Next is Reverend E. Jr., followed by Missouri Harvey.
Reverend King Jr. from Harvey, Illinois, 216 Calumet Boulevard, in the 6th Ward of Harvey. There's a lot of things we can talk about, but I'm going to talk specifically about this. Last meeting I was in, I was giving a report after the arrest of a brave lady who I think should be mayor, and I'm not talking politics, but I believe that. I think what's happening here is a fear of a woman who stands for right, a fear of a woman who wants to know where the money is. In fact, there's a sham going, a pawn game going here in the city of Harvey. There's $25,000 for all the persons, I believe. Some of the other persons are getting the money, some are not. It's not in the hands of the administration to take that money. That money should be given like an American Express, where that money goes out, $6,000 or whatever it is per quarter, to each other person, separate from anything else. It shouldn't be tied to the mayor's pledges. It should be tied to who's in charge of the meeting. It shouldn't be tied to any of that. When the people voted for the mayor and the city council, they voted for someone to lead and take care of their business in their particular ward. While in the 6th Ward, we have weeds growing to sky high with the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, looks just like it looked last year, Tyrone, and it has all these things going. All these things going, Ms. Smith, you have that thing about the property and everything else, where you guys are scamming and taking property from senior citizens like it's Dodge City. You think this is some kind of third world country? I went to a war to fight for my country with people dying right next to me by my hands. I had blood on my hands, blood on my weapons. And I come to this? No, I refuse to do this. I refuse to let you stand and denigrate a perfectly normal person who's up and coming. We're supposed to protect our women, children, and men, and especially our women. As men, we don't fall down like we wear a skirt. We're supposed to wear a pair of pants and stand up like a man and protect our women and not hurt our women. You don't stand there and try to degrade her personality, degrade her charisma. What you have done, you have created a monster. You have created a Xena, a Wonder Woman. You've created somebody that is going to be a prolific person that you're going to have to fight against, because right and wrong in the same place cannot exist. Darkness cannot exist when there's light. Truth exists when the lies go out, because truth and lies cannot exist. Integrity cannot exist at the same time. And I say this again, make a payment card on American Express where you have the amount of money that you can take and what you can use it for, and let that happen. Because guess what? This is the most misogynistic, the most racist thing I've ever seen in a city where it's mostly black. I don't understand it. And guess what? There's a lady sitting right there, treasurer, and in 5 years or something, or I don't know how many years, she hasn't given one report. Why? Because it is not on the agenda. Why is it on the agenda? The state has it on the agenda. Everybody but the city of Harvey.
That's right. You said it. And what he said is that they created a damn monster. He's talking about Miss Colby. That's right. He was like, you thought you shut her up. You created a monster now. Let's go. So Colby, I told y'all Colby is the next Kiana, and she's setting it off. It is a fuck enough. It is no more talking. It is time to get the work done. Highlighting that I just thought she wasn't being reimbursed for little things. It sounds like she's not getting her little $25,000 for this big ass headache. For this big ass headache, $2,000 a month. Give that lady her damn money.
Next is Missouri Harvey, followed by Rabbi Michael Ben Yosef.
Hello, everybody. My name is Missouri Harvey, former trustee of the Harvey Public Library, and I'd like to direct this directly to the mayor. At the last meeting, you made a comment as to I was participating in criminal behavior, and I think that is really, really funny. The only behavior that I participate in is bringing truth, integrity, and shining light on people that are not doing their job. And for that reason, I'm not too popular. But in your particular case, I'd like to read off a few things that you've done that seem to be criminal or something that may be illegal. I'd like to start off with what you did to Colby Chapman at the last meeting. You violated Robert's Rule of Order. You and your council, the aldermen, the 4 aldermen that voted with you, who you are holding hostage. And when I say that, I mean by that $25,000 that they get. You give out the money to who acts the way that you want them to act.
If they don't act that way, they don't get any money. If they don't act the way you want them to act, they don't get no city services. So that means that the people in the wards complaining that things are not getting done. That's criminal, okay? That's just one of them. The next thing is how you arrested her. When she was following the rules of order, you were the one that was out of order. You and Ms. Smith was out of order. That was wrong. And then to call a vote, and then y'all bowed down. Y'all bowed down for a little bit of money. And they did something different. All four of y'all did.
That's what I said. Even when they called the vote, I thought that she was able to talk, and then all of a sudden, the motherfuckers just moved on. I was like, didn't they say yes? And then all of a sudden, it was just like, no, no, no. Yeah, he's calling it out right.
Shirley, and I'm the most hurt by you, Shirley, because I always held you high with integrity, and that you would always step out and do something a little extra, but I guess I respect it a little bit too much.
That's right.
Okay? Going forward, this has got to get better. It's not, this is something that's going to be done about it. It is going to be done about it. You can't keep doing this to Colby. She's trying to do her job. They elected her to bring their concerns to you, who is the mayor, so you can do something about it. It's nothing wrong with doing something right and doing something good. And I'm going to tell you something. You would get more points if you work with her and help her than what you're doing. Because anything good that she does, automatically you get credit for too. But you forgot about that part because you're too busy doing the illegal and the criminal behavior. So to say that, I want to add, there's an oath that you take when you become a lawyer that you take. Do you know that oath? Can you repeat that oath right now? While you riding Tracy Keys about the Star Spangled Banner and all that other stuff, I see Tracy trying to do his job. Okay? But you might want to read that all over again because plenty of things, taking people's homes, lawsuits involving the police department, money being spent where it should be spent.
Thank you.
And on and on and on.
Next we have Rabbi Michael B. Yosef, followed by Angela Taylor.
Another Tiffany. All right, there we go. I think this
My name is Rabbi Michael B. Yosef.
Yes, Mr. Michael. Shout out to him. He is one of the individuals who has been one of the first on the Alexis Wilson case, and he is still part of it. Shout out to you, Michael. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Activist, anti-violence activist in Chicago. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers, to the rock of our communities. Is my mothers, the mothers here. I want to apologize to our mothers and Black women of this disgraceful display of poor behavior by cowardly men toward a Black woman. That clearly shows themselves as big old bullies. I'm here because the Holy Scriptures does teach us that when the people cried out before God, that God sent a messenger to the kings that abused their authority, robbed the people, and bribed for political gains. I listened to these constituents outside. That is exactly what's happening here. I'm here because the abuse of power reached to proportions of no return. I've seen the viral video while Black woman, Alderwoman Colby Chapman, was mishandled by that coward back here.
That's right. That's right.
The Black woman continues to be the most disrespected in this country.
That's why it was so easy for everybody to be on Tiffany motherfucking ass. Y'all better be on his ass too. That's why y'all was ready to rag on her. And that's what I told you. Sometimes I just had to fall back from Tiffany because I felt like it was literally coming from the wrong place. And that's why I made sure whatever I brought out, it was about facts, about the facts, and not about, because we have a great disdain for Black people, ourselves, and Black women. Say it. Go ahead.
When Sonia Macy was murdered, when Rakia Boyd was murdered, when Sandra Bland was murdered by big bullets.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget Lexis Wilson.
To Alderwoman Colby Chapman and to the citizens of Harvey, you got an ally in the rabbi.
Go ahead.
Good trouble is on the way. Hope and pray that my words have said some inspiration, and for those who stand with the badge, they are Black men. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Thank you.
Cowardly acts to not stand up for this Black sister who's defenseless of seeing this destruction in your eyes. And to our Black sisters who stood by and did absolutely nothing. That could have been you.
Thank you.
Could have been your daughter. Could have been your sister. Could have been your mother. And you did nothing about it. That to me says you abuse your power. God bless you all.
Thank you. Next,
Yep, that's right. Go ahead, Rabbi. Shout out to Rabbi, and I'll put his his Facebook page down there too, because he keeps us up to date on a lot of things that's happening going on in Chicago. So let me make sure that I have his name, and I'm gonna put his Facebook page as well as Ryan's Facebook page under here, guys. So you guys keep your eyes on what's going on too.
Hello, I'm Angela Taylor. I've been a resident here for 15 years. City of Harvey owns me. I used to love living in the City of Harvey, but what I saw last week on the news, I was appalled. I was angry. I was mad. Our mayor and my home being thrown out for what? And then you got all these yes sirs. Tyrone Rogers, Dominic Grant, Delaney Smith. No, but yes sirs. Stop voting for yes sirs. We don't need them. We need real aldermen to get our back.
Thank you.
We don't need these yes sirs. I used to believe in them, but last week now, I see they don't have our backs. We need somebody who's going to have our backs, that's going to go out, tell everybody what's going on, bring it back to the mayor, let them know. I mean, this don't make no sense. We had yes sirs. Y'all know what yes sirs mean? Yeah, you know yes sir. Yes sir. Yes, yes, that's what we get. We don't need that. But I'm sorry. If nobody's saying anything to you, I'm sorry for that happened to you. I'm sorry for your mother getting arrested. That was embarrassing. This went all the way down to Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. My people called me. They said, Angel, what's going on in the park? What are you talking about? They said, you see the news? They saw it before me. Call me. I don't come to these meetings. No, I don't come to these meetings. And I'm ashamed. I don't come to these meetings, but I'll be here now. Because I want to see the report, Mayor. I want to see what's going on. I want to see the church report. I don't understand why the church don't have the words to talk. Why she can't report like everybody else?
Thank you.
Like you said, this had been Tinley Park, Oak Park, Ford's Park, Edison. We got a report. We don't get a report out here. Because you know what? Some of y'all don't care. Some of y'all don't come to the meetings. We need to start coming to these meetings. We need to start paying attention. We're not paying attention. That's all I got to say.
Also, guys, yes, while you paying attention, start getting that damn paperwork in, just like they were doing in Dalton, where they would feed that information in their ass up the damn kazoo. We're going to have to get some of these financial documents to start to expose what the hell Clark funky ass is doing. Go ahead, girl. I was trying to wonder what's on her shirt, though. If y'all know, y'all can tell me. I was like, what is that?
Next is Chappelle Hooks.
I got a little
And
distracted.
we have left with Daniel Carter. Daniel Carter's in the room.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chappelle Hooks, 51-year resident. 2023, I was elected by the people. Thank you for to serve at the Harvey Public Library Board. I just don't understand the toughness now. I don't know if it's the new grill we got, if it's the new glasses we got, but you tough now. I heard you won't smoke. Oh, I can bring the smoke. We all can bring smoke.
You know why he tough? Because he done seen what Tiffany did all this damn time and she ain't go to jail yet. He's seeing what the mayor of Chicago doing, his ass, Brandon Johnson, and ain't going to jail yet. That's why he like, you want beef? Yeah, motherfuckers, it's going down. This is a whole orchestrated plan against the people. That's what he said.
We all know some things. I called you randomly, I remember, and we talked about this. You my alderman, I should be able to call you whenever, however, and talk about whatever is going on in the city of Harvey. But I don't understand why no one knows about money. No one knows about murders, how to solve them. But we got a whole police force up in here. You know, him dragging aldermen all out the room, but I bet you won't go drag none of them jokers off that corner selling drugs, though. And it's funny, huh? And then you sit up here, y'all send people to my house. I guess because you post my son on the wanted list, and I'm supposed to be quiet. Send as many people as you want. The dude talk about city inspector about the land and next door. Well, tell old boy that since y'all found the name, tell him that he need to come pay me for taking care of it since 1973. That's what you do. And on top of all of this, while y'all sitting saying yes, yes, yes. Say yes, yes, and yes to fixing some of this stuff out here and giving people the services that they pay for. I don't care. Y'all can talk about me paying my taxes late. I'm gonna pay them as late as I want to. I've been living in that house for 51 years and I ain't going nowhere.
And the damn fucking taxes is high as hell. I'm with you, man. I got taxes due too on my properties. Wait, trying to get the shit so fucking high. Shit so high. I'm with you, man. We gonna pay our shit before we get on the tax roll. Fuck that. But they over there out taxing all of us. Okay, all of my property tax went on all of my property investments in different states. Okay, I'm with you, girl. We'll pay it before we get on that damn list.
So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Go over there, cut that field. Y'all got out my son and raked all the garbage, cut down trees that I've been asking y'all to do for so long. Y'all ain't did it, and it's still sitting out there. Go pick all that garbage up. Put your people to work. Y'all clear the room so people don't stay and talk and hear what's going on. Y'all run out the people from Chicago news and all of that. And I'm glad to see Rosa finally came. I guess because she knew all this cameras gonna be there.
Next, thank you. Next is Daniel Carter. If Daniel Carter is still here, just in the clock.
All it out. It's the last person. It's the best part of the meeting. It's half of the meeting, 45 minutes of them talking, and then the next 45 minutes, I guess, is what's on the agenda.
Move forward. Departmental report. 7-8 to the administrator.
You better put your head down, Shirley. We coming for you. They know who to call out. I told you, Shirley looks like the weakest link. If anybody been in war, if anybody been in war, no spirit, she's the weakest link. Y'all gotta go after her first. Then you go over that lady right there with the braids, who look like she black white. And then you're gonna go after call Tyrone ass, because he gonna hold out pretty long. Or you go after the dude with the dreads if he not on Colby's side. I'm gonna look at this guy's face, but I'm kind of giving y'all of how y'all gonna orchestrate this. Shirley is the weakest link. Go and then get the lady with the braids. Put the pressure on Tyrone. This guy's gonna crack real fast if he's the one with the braids. If he's with him, okay, that's all I'm saying. I bet you. Bitch ass Clark.
Mayor, council members, and residents. Today, I would like to share an update regarding the recent crime statistics and specify specific cases handled by the Harvey Police Department. With the conclusion of April, I would like to provide an update on the department's activities over the last month. In April 2025, the Harvey Police Department responded to a total of 3,274 calls for service, leading to 37 misdemeanor arrests, 5 felony arrests, 445 local ordinance citations, 182 moving and equipment violations, as well as 79 vehicles totaled and 65 reported accidents. Tragically, there was one homicide in our community. On Tuesday, April 29th, near the intersection of 147th Street and Perry Avenue, a fatal exchange of gunfire occurred, resulting in the loss of life. Police report that through the incredible efforts of the Harvey Police Department Investigations Division, the suspect involved in the aforementioned homicide was identified and apprehended within 12 hours of the initial incident. The swift resolution of this case underscores the dedication and professionalism of our investigators in ensuring justice is served and families are supported during difficult times. Our deepest condolences go out to the family and loved ones of 17-year-old Amari Benny. Furthermore, I would like to highlight a case that was resolved in January of 2025. On January 30th, 2025.
It's May. I'm sorry. He's talking about January. I'm about to get on him because this is atrocious. The crime, that's bad as fuck. 3,000 calls? 3,000 calls in a month? 79 cars told? 79 in 30 days? Oh, these motherfuckers was on the go. They're abusing you guys out there. Something ain't right.
At approximately 12:24 p.m., the Harvey Police Department responded to 14542 Sangamon for a report of shots fired. Upon the arrival of officers, they were directed to a vacant house. There, officers located a deceased body in the person by the name of Ramsey Essex. Mr. Essex had suffered multiple gunshot wounds to his body. Following a thorough investigation and collaboration with the Cook County State's Attorney Office, the Illinois State Police Crime Lab investigators, Giovanni Patterson was charged with first-degree murder in connection with this homicide. The coordinated efforts of multiple agencies were instrumental in achieving a significant milestone and pursuing justice for the victim and their family. Our deepest condolences go out to the family and the loved ones of 37-year-old Ramsey Essex.
And I'm not disregarding the person who died, but it sounds like Cook County got this man, not them.
Harvey Police Department The Harvey Police Department expresses its gratitude to the partner agencies involved in the cases and emphasizes the importance of collaborative initiatives in addressing criminal activities effectively. These successful outcomes demonstrate our commitment to upholding law and order in our community while ensuring the safety and well-being of all residents. It is essential to acknowledge that the Harvey Police Department's proactive measures contributed to a consistent decline in crime rates for the third consecutive year. The accomplishments reflect that the hard work and dedication of our officers and the unwavering support of our partner agencies and the trust of the community as police in the police department. Together, we strive to maintain a safe and secure environment for all residents of the City of Harvey. Thank you.
Thank you, Next, we have Fire Department.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. Fire Department has a report.
You want Public Works?
No report. No report with them fake ass water bills, huh?
Mayor, no report.
Finance Department.
I'm just.
All right. Building Department. Communications. Water.
How you don't have no damn report?
City Services.
No report.
So that takes care of department reports.
Whoa, no report from nobody? He told them to all shut the hell up. You know what happened there.
Next is mayoral comment.
Wow. That's sorry.
I'll be brief.
She said, is it your new grill or your new glasses that got you so damn tough? I'm sorry. It's ugly ass.
You don't have a constitutional right to disrupt public meetings.
What?
Regardless of what somebody's talking about as far as, well, I know that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. But bottom line is that does not give you the right, and the Supreme Court has already appealed. You do not have the right to disrupt public meetings. Now, for all of the attorneys out there, maybe one of these days when we decide to really do some study.
Nobody's disrupting the meeting by clapping. Nobody's disrupting the meeting by asking questions that they're supposed to be able to ask. Oh, y'all know what? Oh, I'm so mad. He got to get locked up.
You'll find out exactly what's going on. The bottom line is you do not have a constitutional right to decide.
You scared. Don't address it now because you know they're going to sue that ass. You didn't let those girls in from Chicago back in, and they're going to sue that ass.
We understand the public's frustration about the treasurer failing to prepare reports for several years. We cannot make her do her job.
What?
I came before this body once before.
He said he can't make the treasury do her job. He said he cannot. I couldn't be in the audience. I would have been locked up 3 times over, y'all.
The treasurer's report is not on the agenda because she has not submitted any report to the mayor or the comptroller for presentation to the council. When she does so, then and it's approved by the comptroller, then you will get a report. Until that happens, you will not see the treasurer's report on the agenda.
Wow.
Finally,
he said basically, he's saying he can't make her do her job. I'm at a loss for words, y'all. I can't.
Alderwoman Chapman admitted in her report today that her passion pushes her beyond the procedural rules. When you go beyond the procedural rules, you are out of order. Nobody is stifling anyone who wants to follow the rules. I am going to once again recognize all the persons who want to follow the rules and want to have order in our council during our meeting. It is greatly appreciated. And we will continue to do so. It is shameful that we have to go through this. But, I've learned that sometimes people don't learn unless
what? He's trying to get the words right.
they are made to repeat the same things over again. So if that's something that we have to do every meeting,
he said basically, bitch, if you don't learn, you're gonna begin to repeat it. I'm gonna keep locking you up. Oh my God, recall. Come on, y'all. Oh nah, the whole Wake the fuck up, the whole Harvey. This motherfucker is worse than Tiffany. Oh, you saw the grin on his face? He wanted me to snatch some fake ass crowns out of his mouth. I'm upset. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm more prepared to do. Okay. So on that note, thank you so much for leading.
Let me just queen right here.
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir? Okay, good. Chair will entertain the motion. No, not yet. Oh, okay.
The two that stand in solidarity, and just like he just said that he wasn't going to acknowledge her, he makes me as mad as Tiffany. And this, I'm gonna say it, y'all. Y'all gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna say a few curses today. This cunt next to him is smiling. This is it, and then you have Shirley like, don't worry about it. We got you. We have 4 votes here. We just don't worry. I wish I could snap my fingers like my grandma. She do this Haitian stuff where her fingers be snapping. Woo! Fire, fire, fire. It make me pissed.
So what?
This is the point.
These 4 are his clonies.
Don't make a statement too. Please tell us where you're from at. Would you like to say something?
I would like to say something.
Would you like to wait until it's completely left, or?
I'm sorry, what?
Would you like to wait till it's completely gone, or are you?
No, I'm free to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Mayor, I just feel compelled to say that as we sit in these meetings and we're trying our darndest to conduct the city business to the best of all of our abilities, we have a phenomenal staff here. We have a phenomenal aldermanic and mayor leadership. There are certain bylaws that we must follow. And all those bylaws are in chapter 65 of the municipality code. And it's very frustrating as a senior alderman to sit here time after time and witness this constant abuse. As soon as something is not said.
Oh, so she's saying, Colby, y'all better get her. Get her. Get Shirley. Get Shirley. Get her out. This bitch is capping. She is capping. Now she's trying to say that it's all Alderman Colby fault for being disrespected, being shut out from being able to talk as it is her job and not getting paid. I'm going to let's play this real quick because this is really heart-wrenching. Y'all know I ain't watched this, so y'all get my raw reaction. I'm pissed.
We have people standing up and saying, we can leave now. And the whole audience gets up and goes.
That's right. The meeting again.
And disrupts the meeting again. Regardless of what is being said is truthful. Now, I'm going to say there are always 2 sides to each truth, but there is one truth. And we have to decide as a council, since what year did we become an aldermanic in the mayoral? 1987?
91.
1991. We, the residents of Harvey, chose to go under a strong mayoral.
Don't worry, y'all. We're going to do a deep dive into her. I could pull up all her motherfucking shit. You want to be over there talking? You got the right motherfucker on you, girl. Oh, we pulling up everything. We're going to treat her like a Krigley. Oh, she not about to play with my sister, Miss Colby. Oh, you next. She'll be done before we do the housing department in Dalton. Oh, we're going to get her ass. You're next.
Automatic legislative. That is what we, as a resident, as I was a resident in 1991, chose. We went from a commissioner base to an aldermanic. And many of you should have voted to go with that into the best interest of our city. And yet, it is 2025, and we're still trying to figure out what are our bylaws. And they're easily outlined in chapter 165. Nobody is abusing any of the residents. There is not one alderman or mayor that would allow that. I have been kicked out of the city council meeting in the past, and many of you have witnessed it. In my first 8 years of being the alderman here, not under this mayoral individual, under a previous alderman.
Yeah, and you learn to shut your fucking mouth. That's what happened. He whipped your ass into place, and now you sitting there hanging and swinging from Clark. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm a little vulgar, but I'm a little bit upset because this is like deja vu on 10.
There was certain bylaws. If you feel that you are not getting the information you need to make a decision to vote, that is your right as an elected official to vote no.
But when she votes no or yes, no one's supporting it so she can get the reports.
Nobody is pointing the gun at anyone and says, you must vote this way. Nobody is saying, oh, well, I like you and you're going to get your expense account. I am one that utilizes my expense account in my first ward. I am one that produces a receipt. I do not buy clothing. I do not buy gasoline. I do not buy personal dinners for myself. I have a receipt for every item that I purchase to verify, and I have a copy of it since 2011.
So what you trying to say? Because Colby handed in all her stuff already. She said it. She handed in her receipts and stuff, and she didn't get nothing back. What are you trying to say? She buying pocketbooks? Stop it with your bleached, blind, bad built body. I'm sorry.
It is for the majority. I cannot spend the ward account to fix your house when your house is falling apart. I have to make sure it's fair for the entire ward, not for one person. The same thing that was happening with the water reclamation. This is going to help over 200 people. 265?
No.
How is she over here being able to talk so fucking long? I thought you can't talk. I thought she's not supposed to talk. How the fuck is she just running her mouth? Because you saying what Clark wants you to say.
532.
Oh, see, I am wrong. Thank
That's
you.
right.
Thank you. Correct me on that. 500 people in Harvey is going to live better because of the lack of flooding.
I'm going to correct you again. 500 homes.
500 homes.
See? 500 homes, not 500 residents. He corrected. 500 homes are going to be better, not 500 residents. Oh, he's saying it. Oh, he's telling y'all right now. The homes, not the residents.
Homes. Is my home one of those homes that are going to be protected from flooding?
Look out of here.
No.
You don't know.
But it doesn't matter. 500 homes. Yes, I'm voting for that. And I will do it again.
What the hell it is.
How many people dispute the project? Two people. 2 homes. What would you do as an elected official? I'm proud by what I said.
I'm fast forwarding her.
If a police officer tells me to grab my stuff, I am going to grab my stuff and I'm going to go. If a police officer tells me to put my hands on top of my head, I'm going to put my hands on top of my head.
See the motherfucker right there. If you ain't got no reason to, if a police officer tell me just put your hands on top of my head, no. What if he say bend over, open your legs, and let me rape you? What do you mean that you're just gonna do what a police officer says? You don't fucking do that. What's wrong with you? I don't even just do what my mama said do unless the shit is righteous. This lady done lost her damn cheese and bread. Bad bleach. Bad body bitch. That's what she is. I'm mad at her. I'm fucking pissed.
They are to be respected.
I won't be cursing that much, y'all. I'm gonna get better because they got me riled up like this Tiffany. Y'all remember when I started doing Tiffany and I was just, that's what I'm feeling. I gotta get used to this right quick because it's really riling me up.
Regardless if I agree with them or not, they are to be respected. They give up they service us. They protect us. And I'm confident that if somebody was going to come in here or anywhere in the city of Harvey, they were going to protect me. Why would I want to disrespect them? Why would I want to call them names? We offered that. I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, I'm just ranting, and I apologize. But it is so frustrating. You want to something? I mean, that's not only for the firemen.
But just let her go. Let her go. Let her talk for me.
I thank you, guys. I thank each and every one of you, and I pray for you. I truly do. And I don't understand. Where do we find it acceptable?
You slept fine when Colby was locked the fuck up. You didn't give a damn. You don't pray for nobody. This one, don't let her pray for you.
To disrespect our police officers and call them names. It's just not right.
They're gonna call 911 if something happened at their house. And we don't have the option to say,
Listen, you a goddamn lie. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna let you know now that before and after all of this, I don't like to call the cops. I don't like to call them. You don't call them to your house. Black people, we don't fuck around, so I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Y'all have severely disintegrated everything that allegedly a cop supposed to stand for in post-Constitution. And I'm gonna say that because the original cop was actually slave catchers. But I'm gonna take a whole glass and shut the fuck up. Go do the real history of what the fuck the cops were. Okay? Yeah.
oh, were you that person who was disrespected at the meeting? Our officers are professionals, and they give their lives every single day. But once again, this is before I go ahead.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to be very brief. Thank you for your comments, first of all, Alderman. And they greatly appreciate it, and they're in mind. As a Christian man, I believe in walking right. One thing that I often do prior to even getting out there, thank you, Lord, for the day of waking me up, and thank you, Lord, for guiding my footsteps. There's four things I feel very strongly about. I will not bring shame to myself. I will not bring shame to my family. I will not bring shame to the city council, and I will not bring shame to the City of Harvey. Now, keep in mind, those four things. We live in a democracy, and this is diplomacy that we live in. And like you said, Shirley, we all were elected by people of the state of Illinois, but mainly the people of this great city. Everybody is not required to vote simultaneously or vote alike. And I often tell people, when you come into the political realm, and don't refer to me as a politician, more of a public servant, but when you enter into this realm, you come in alone. And when you leave alone. You don't leave with all of these individuals that want to get up and don't know the data, don't know the hard facts that this administrator goes through on a daily basis and make accusations, that are totally unwarranted. You know what? I hate the fact that our mayor has to go through this. And I hate that he has to stand alone, but he's not standing alone, because I'm standing with him. As long as he's doing right, I'm standing with him. And he makes me proud. These people that came into this meeting this evening, they came up to the podium and talked about Harvey's finest, our police department, and stated at the beginning of his statement that he does not live in Harvey, he lives in Chicago. Well, let Brandon Johnson deal.
So your motherfucking water come from Chicago. You be all right for mother shit to come from Chicago. You be A-okay. And guess what? We could come all up in there because it's the United States.
With your problems. Don't bring them out here. We are not like the former Dalton was. Okay? We are bigger than that. We are doing the best we can with what we have to work with. You talk about.
Told y'all, they already know they are the former Dalton. You know what the fuck is about to go on. You done fucked up. Tyrone, you after her.
What this city inherited in 2019. $164 million. That's what we came in the door owing. Okay? Now, we as individuals that sit on this council have a fiscal responsibility to try to do right and get that deficit down. Keep in mind.
Wait. Did he say $140-something million deficit? What the fuck did he just say? Did he just say that?
Like the former Dalton was. Okay? We are bigger than that. We are doing the best we can with what we have to work with. You talk about what this city inherited in 2019. $164 million.
2019, $164 million.
That's what we came in the door owing.
And debt? Oh, hell no. What?
Now, we as individuals that sit on this council have a fiscal responsibility to try to do right and get that deficit down. Keep in mind, the deficit has been lowered, but have you lost any police services? Have you lost any fireman services? Have you lost any streets and sanitation services? Does your street still get plowed in the dead of winter when it's 6 feet of snow? We still getting all that. We get everything.
Garbage getting picked up.
Garbage getting picked up. Okay, there's so many things that I just can't bling off the top of my head. But these are things that they totally appall me when people get up to this podium and want to ridicule this city council and this administration. It's not fair, and this is diplomacy. And I commend you all for the great effort and the great work that you do. And I also thank you all for not having no reports. But But that being said, greatly appreciate it. Beautiful.
We're gonna get to some business here, or we're gonna hear these people just shuck your fucking job. We got no report, and we got a whole lot of ass kissing right now. Now I see why people would stress the fuck out. I see why people would stress the fuck out watching this. This is terrible. This is a hard pill to swallow for the residents that's actually there. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to send love and blessings to you guys who live in these areas because y'all drive and go through all of these areas. And y'all are connected. And it's really hard for y'all to watch this thing go down again. But y'all going to have to fight because we have a lot of fighting to do. It's not going to just be in Harvey. It wasn't just Dolton. It is across the United States, even up to our federal level. Learn the law, learn how to fight. If these judges is corrupted, we continue to push it to the top, and then we get people to expose them. Period. Is a will. Where is a will, there is a way. There's no way that they're just gonna railroad the devil system over us. There's no damn way. Y'all stay in prayer too. Stay in prayer, okay? Because God could give somebody a heart attack or a car crash faster than you being upset. And I'm going to just take a whole glass to shut the hell up because that's what prayers do.
I just want to say really quick. I know everybody say that, but I'm going to be quick. First of all, I do want to thank the mayor and I do want to thank the staff. And here's why. I love the fact that even while I'm sitting here, 7 individuals have texted me about everything from a property next door to them to trash in their alley to trees that can you please all of them cut this tree down. I believe it's gonna fall on my house if it's leaning over from the property next door to me. And you know what happens? What the residents need to understand is that I have no say over what the police does. I have no say over what the planning department does.
See, he sit there, he getting all these damn texts. Why the fuck you getting texts as the alder person? And they're not going straight to the department because there's a fucking problem. That's why, excuse my language. That's why you're getting the text. The next live I do on Harvey, it won't be too much swearing. I'm just a little upset because I can't believe that I'm watching the same thing over. So what I'll do is buffer it and watch it before, so my reaction won't be so raw because I'm disgusted.
Any other department. But every time I call this man,
ain't no
and sometimes it's been at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yep. Okay. And him and I had got to, I said, I'm sorry to call. He's like, no, I was up.
Yeah, why you calling at 1 o'clock in the morning? Because you snitching.
He's got on the phone and solved issues. Yeah, he came with me to a man that was literally in a home that was burnt up, okay? And he was trying to stay there. And not only did he help relocate this man in the middle of the night, but then we drove over to Target, right? And got this man blankets and food, okay? These are the things that are not said. But you know what? I love this city so much. And I want the residents that's unprofessional. We're the ones that's not representing the people right. As if we're not human. So why you up there throwing my name all under the bus and saying all these things wrong? When I'm the one that's up in the middle of the night, I'm the one that's getting out work, still coming to see your request get done. Go out there, you're not there.
You just said that you can't see the things get done because you're not in the department, but now you're seeing that it get done. He got to fucking go.
So you know that. But you're mad because, I know what you're really mad about. You're mad because you didn't get the job when you came to the mayor.
What?
And he turned you down. Or he brought your money to get this house. You didn't come because you don't really know how to submit a proposal to get a house with a whole plan of how you plan to renovate it. You just said, I got $10,000, I want to get 152.38 on Lexis, I want to rehab it. That's not how it's done. That's why you didn't get it.
What?
But I love this.
He's saying the residents just mad. That's what the fuck he said? Because they want to buy a house and rehab it, and that's not how it's done. That's what the fuck they doing. But they using big companies. What do you mean? It is like that. You get the money and you rehab it. What's the problem? It's really not that hard. I mean, once you learn and follow step by step, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. I don't know what the hell he talking about. He's an ass kisser. You can tell he be snitching 1 o'clock in the morning, making love phone calls to Clark. The fuck? What are you doing?
Opportunity. As long as God will have me, I will serve.
That's the back of your head, because he calling you 1 o'clock in the morning. We know he be at them Melanie Fitness ass parties. Don't get him messed up. We got a lot for the people who call people names like that. What he was calling Ryan, He probably part of the damn same thing. Fuck around and find out. Got some nerve to be calling people out, but you got this man calling you 1 o'clock in the morning like something so important that you can't wait till the morning to call. Y'all making love. I'ma just shut the hell up.
No matter what. Thank you.
You're not compelled now. You're not compelled.
Look, here's the thing, and before you go.
I want to walk out with Chris.
First of all, the ones who need to hear this, they don't want to hear it. Okay, but continue.
City, your employees, you guys doing the thing. No matter what no one says, you guys are doing the thing. As I said from the very beginning of here, everyone thinks we have a lot of money. You guys are operating on a very short salary. I know that. Because you can go anywhere else and get paid more, but you let your heart come and help us with this. I wish the others would do as much. But what hurts me the most is when we have people, our people, this is a predominantly Black community, and we have our people who try to rah-rah like they're Rosa Parks and these leaders that we've had in many years. They would never give a for a council meeting. They would never come in don't even live in the city and come and disrespect the way that they do.
Oh yeah, that's what the fuck we gonna do. Don't be mad because what's happening in Dalton is coming to your motherfucking town. Oh yeah, Harvey, you have another online resident. Yeah, let's fast. I just want to fast forward. I'm gonna let y'all listen. We got to get through this. I don't know if I can do the next 20 minutes of this. I'm a little just totally frazzled. Now I'm just now reading something that I received this morning, and I'm like, what? My baby, my people in the background literally said that they had to pray about this shit. They had to go and pray because they were so upset and saddened by the state of affairs. I'm just going to give you a little bit of the quote. It is really sad. There's a really sad state of affairs we are going through, and I pray for the patience, the patience to get through. I guess yeah, I'm praying for patience to get through. So this person says she needs some patience. The things that are happening are sad and dangerous. Ooh, it's a little bit more. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but baby, I'll text you when I leave because I did not read that this morning when you sent it. I just called you and talked to you, and I'm so sorry. And I'm with you because while I was doing my walk today, when I missed my phone call, I was out there walking and punching the damn air, arguing with God about the state of affairs of America, where we at as Black people, how we dying, how they killing us, how we don't have justice, how we have our own people doing us dirty and they're using us for pawns, how the system is falling the fuck apart and people are still fueled with hate and propaganda. I am with you. I'm telling you now, if you listening, I am with you. Literally, when I was doing my walk today, I was like fighting and arguing with God and asking God, why? Why do you have us going through this? When you have so many righteous people that's trying to live right, and then you have these motherfuckers who's harboring all of the money, all of the resources to do wicked shit. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. That's probably why when I started my live, I was so like quick to draw tears because I had a lot of that too. And then we want to make sure that Alexis have her butterfly released this year. I'm begging you guys, okay? If I have to work over and beyond, I will help Miss Cara to do what she has to do to make sure that this goes through because of crooked ass administrations like this. Oh, how could you talk about the police? They're here to save us. Bitch, they not doing their job right. Just like you talk about me as a nurse, if I killed your motherfucking son or whoever on that table, you'll come after me. I don't get honored all the way. Yes, I do wrong. I get the fucking trouble. So knock it off. What the hell you talking about? The police say put your hands up, just put them up. Hell no. There were police that were so emboldened that they raped women in the back of their car. What the hell is this lady talking about? And I could share those stories, and I don't want to go down that road with my page, but it's a lot. There's a lot of corruption I could share. What the she talking about? Just giving her damn rights up to another human being just cause, and he don't got no damn legal standing.
So for me, I wish our people would learn. If you allow the wolves to come in and tear up your community, what does that say about you? If you allow the wolves to come into your community and tear it apart like they do, what does that say about you?
Let's do this.
So one thing said about me, we have a lot of people that want to be the leaders and don't know how to lead. They want to be the leaders and don't know how to lead. First would be civil obedience. Because the one thing you can see in the different times with Rosa Parks, she was tagged that she ain't gonna get up out of seat. This is a different time. We got a city that's been crumbled and we trying our best to put it out the hole. They say we stealing money. What money? I tell you, I try not to tell everybody this. I haven't even turned in my receipts for 2-3 years. I've been here. I have not even turned in a receipt. And I do 3 meetings at the same building. Do I not? I feed them. I gave them raffle gifts and I have not turned in one. Not one. Because I love the city and I love these residents too. Then you can call names up here. I mean, call all kind of names, that is elected officials, you're supposed to be professional. And that's what we're not doing, we're not being professional here. It's the way we should carry, we are. It's the way we should carry ourselves.
I'm done.
Everyone that comes.
Let's stop right here. I'm done because what she's about to do is use this fake ass etiquette. You know how you say it's not how you say it, is what you is the way you, it's not what you say, it's how you say. No, that, because if you keep on saying things softly, people take you for granted, and that is the damn problem here. It's no more say it politically. Fuck politically correct. Look who you got in the office. Look who you grab him by the pussy. That's who y'all got in the office. Oh no, Grace Levi, we free. Oh, we free, baby. We ain't free-ish. We free.
Come to these meetings, they want to look like Dr. Sylvia. See, I already know what this is. Just like what they did with Dr. They trying to do that here. Because we got one hidden agenda. We want to sit on the throne. You got to earn the throne. Not by popularity, and that's something we need to stop doing too. Voting for people that's popularity. Vote for people who have some experience, some people who know what they're doing. At least somebody with some degrees. I'm sorry, everybody don't have degrees, but still no. Someone that has a specialty in something. Specialty in something. Don't just vote for them because you like them or just because they're a friend of someone.
You about to get them.
I'm seeing how all our cities is being drugged through the mud around here. Poor Dalton. And that's because they had people coming into their meetings just like this, doing a show, a grandstanding. Because if you really care about your city, you would get together. Now, all that they did, they all walked out. I wish they went over there about O'Reilly so we can get our money they owe us.
Dalton residents, y'all need to go over there and get her motherfucking ass. You know what she, excuse my language, she just said Paul Dalton. The reason why what happened at Dalton, because the people came in there and did this. You're damn right. That's why Dalton is doing better. And that's why the elected officials in there to this day say Dalton united, that it took a force of the internet, the news, the people, and everything to expose the fucking corruption. That's right. This is going to be a Dalton number 2, and we coming after your ass. I told you, Shirley's first, huh? Bleach hair, bad body, and Miss Light Skin with braids. We could, matter of fact, I think get him, the one that be calling Clark in the middle of the night, his little boy toy. He number 2. She number 3, number 4 gonna hold off. Tyrone, he gonna have a lot of dirt on him. I bet you. We gonna get Tyrone. Tyrone gonna be our last Mohican to go down because this nigga is in the bed with him as well. I just got this feeling. Okay, this is how it's gonna go down. We gonna get him. Thank you for being here, y'all. Shout out to Javar. I heard what you said. We coming. Hell yeah, they got new motherfucking residents. If you don't want us here, we here.
I wish they'd go down all the strip mall over there on Dixie Highway so they can stand up there and say, give us our money. You owe us, because they ain't paid us $12 million in one whole year. Because if we can do that, we can do a lot of things. But we so blacked out. We so blacked out. We so for our women and do this for our women. Women need to conduct themselves as ladies, first of all. And some of us don't even have home training. So that's what I see a lot of times when I see them come out here. No home training. I wouldn't dare embarrass my mother, my grandmother, my auntie, or any of them coming out in public. Because you know back then you got your bubble that you got out of line somewhere.
Yeah, I can.
So this new generation now has no respect, not even for elders. They can't have respect for the police because they don't have none for the elders. And I always say, sure, but you've been 16 years here. If I really want to be something, I would be sitting down trying to learn those that have seen it here. Let them mention to me to do. That way when I do get into it, see, everybody has a turn. Everybody has a turn. And if God said you don't get that seat, you don't get it. Don't care who. No matter who you.
After this, are we gonna have a meeting, y'all? Because I'm gonna have to fast forward because she defaming Kobe and it's making me pissed off.
Telling the truth, he got up and left.
All right, we're not about to do this. We about to let Kobe take the floor. I'm not about to watch this motherfucking discussion. That ain't no meeting. Ain't shit get done. Nobody gave a report, and then they over here shucking and jiving, talking shit behind Kobe. I thought we were supposed to be having a meeting. Now we're gonna let Kobe get the last word. This was a thing that she made on May the 3rd. I don't know what she about to say, but I'd rather have her have the last word instead of letting all them 4 hyenas try to defame her and that damn devil on the podium. It's all in his face and his eyes. Now y'all know how to read spirits. That motherfucking spirit is on corrupt. It's on dead demon zombie. There we go. I'm gonna give her 10 minutes of the floor, and then we're going to wrap this live up. I want to say thank you for being here with me today. Please put on your notification for all notifications. You know, guys, I have a lot to talk about when it comes to corruption cases. I got a lot to share with you. We're going to be sharing on the Rodney Hinton case. We're going to be looking at the lawsuit. We're going to read that. We're also going to be going on into the Kamal Anthony. Is that his name? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Not Kamal, but Kay Anthony. We're going to go into the actual we have the police report for that. So we have the case, the lawsuit for Rodney. We're going to do the police report for Anthony, and then we're going to keep our eye on what's going on with Tyree Nichols' federal case to make sure those fucking officers go down. Those are the things we're going to be paying attention to outside of Dalton and Thornton, because we still have some cleaning up to do in Dalton and Thornton. Oh yeah, we're not done. We're not done. I wish I could fast forward a little bit. Come on, baby.
Everybody, I appreciate you all. That's what I first and foremost want to say. You all have been sharing out the video far and wide about what's been going on. And it's so needed, so much awareness and so much focused vision needs to be on the continued issues here in Harvey.
Jesus Christ, that's how long. He says since 1980. I was born in 83. I'm 42. I told my grandma I'm 40. She said, no, you 42. And I'm 42. All right, baby. Let's go, Lord. I want to see what she can do.
We've been in the city of Harvey, you all, for, I'm 37 now. I don't know, at the very least, 25 years. And this here home behind me has sat vacant for the past, 15 years or so.
Jesus.
And so today, as I always park here in this abandoned driveway, I come out, I haven't been here, I think, but all of 10 minutes. And then they already towed my car the day of the meeting. And then I come out, and then I got another 7-day notice on my car not to park in an abandoned driveway. The most mind-blowing thing here is that my car has sat here for over a decade. I parked here, no issues ever. And so this is just a constant theme of retaliatory acts. The reality is like many of these things, legal, but totally unethical. Because so busy writing me a ticket, we have a car here on the block that's been sitting in destitute for, I don't know, months, almost years. And so then to come back outside of the house, and I have a police tow sticker now on my car, where again, you all, I parked my car. This home has been abandoned next door to my childhood home for at least 15 years. And I've been parking here for probably that plus longer. But I come out and today I have a police tow sticker after, again, already towing my car this past Monday at the city council meeting. And just speaking to that for a moment, it's the malicious acts. It's so unfortunate. You know, our job as legislators are checks and balances. That system is supported through being able to legislate. Legislation requires inquiries. That's all legislation is questions. And you're able to make decisive answers based on questions asked, based on comprehension and understanding. But again, I mean, let's look at this home. Let's look at this home for a moment. I want you, this is here in the Great Second Ward. All right, look at this home. Not one but two dead bodies have been found in this home.
Oh shit.
Not one but two. We should be finding the owners of this blighted property, or that one, or that one, or that one.
Wow.
We should be finding, or right across from our library,
and big ass lot.
Blighted property.
Yep.
That ultimately needs to be torn down. But we're busy here with a crime rate that's increasingly high. My wrong doesn't of parking here, technically according to the law, right? I can always acknowledge what the law states, but when I see so many other errors, I wonder, is it retaliation or is it because my car is parked here? A lot that the family has taken care of for the past decade plus. But here we have a 7-day notice saying, we're telling you now, don't park there. But like I said, just going back to, the incident and my job as a legislator, legislating, asking questions, speaking up, or speaking on the behalf of the Second Ward constituency and the City of Harvey as a whole. These continued malicious and ill acts towards me are simply because of inquiring. I don't believe in a style of leadership that's deceitful. I don't believe in cursing individuals. I don't believe in talking down to individuals. And so on that council floor, what you saw was me trying to legislate and using Robert's Rules of Order to then prohibit any additional question asking. Well, I think that's a strong problem, because while the majority vote wins, the minority voice has to also be recognized. And my resident that was there, her home, this home that sits in front of her coach style home, is a home that the city sold for $2,000 to a group of developers. And why wouldn't I inform the resident about this instance? And when she came again, she was a couple of minutes behind, so unfortunately she couldn't sign up for public comment. But again, so legal, but unethical.
All right, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put a few clips together of Miss Colby and what she's been going through, so we could, start the momentum going as far as doing this. Y'all know what I'm doing today. This is what the hell we're doing.
Guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Hilliard, the People's Mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching.
Hell yes, we are. I am. We are on it like kryptonite. So I will be putting a little 30-minute clip together, or plus clip together, that highlights what Miss Colby got into, why. As you see, it's because she's asking questions, the right questions. And I really want to figure out, how did they gain possession of that resident house to be able to sell it for $2,000? So I'm going to do a little investigation and look. And as I re-listen to the name and the address, I'll be able to do my little research and get back to you guys. This live went over the time that I wanted it to. Well, I did real good, because one video was 30 minutes. One was 1 hour and a half. So we saw the big boat of it. And as you saw, nothing happened at that meeting. No damn reports, a whole lot of shucking and jiving. And they had the nerve to talk shit about Dalton and talk shit about all of us who came together and pushed forward to get Tiffany Hilliard black ass out, get Dalton united. And guess what? We motherfucking coming. So let's keep our eye on what's going on. I'll be following up with the federal lawsuit related to the water bill and much more. Until then, I do ask you, and I beg of you, I'm going to say it one more time. Please help us meet Cara and her family, ensure that we have the butterfly release this year. Okay, there's a lot going on, and we want to make sure that we have a beautiful event for Mix Alexis. I just asked you guys to donate $5. I beg of you. Even if you don't, I promise you guys, if y'all look at this and y'all monitoring it, you're gonna see Siobhan Lashley, Grace Levi, and I will make sure that we have the butterfly release. Miss Cara get what she need. If I have to work every damn weekend and make a bunch of videos and pray that they push me through the algorithm, I'm gonna do what I have to do as a citizen on YouTube and now a citizen in Harvey for my fellow residents. I want to send love and blessings to everyone who was here with me tonight. I love you guys. Please, please donate so we won't have another situation like this in Harvey. Stand up.
I'm Cara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dalton, Illinois police. At the time that my daughter was killed, Tiffany stood in front of a microphone much like this and said that she stood with the cops and they did do the right thing by killing my 19-year-old child. Not only did she not take those words back, she didn't offer her condolences. She's never said anything. The first thing she did was hire this group of security guards to surround her and PR. So the real reason Tiffany has security is hiding from accountability about what she said about Alexis Wilson when she was killed. Now, if you watch the coverage of this murder, these officers violated her rights, reached in her car, jumped in her car, and put 7 bullets in my child, 2 in her head and 5 down her side. And the next day, you guys tried to spin it like she did something. Watch the video. She did nothing to deserve this. And again, last time they brought up Alexis, she's doing what she does now. Look this way, look that way, every way, but at the person talking. You don't give a damn, and you never did, and you never acted like it. She called out a whole press conference to call my daughter a criminal, and Homewood Flossmoor graduate with no criminal record. But Tiffany, you have one, because we used your mugshot to protest in front of your house. And that's why you hid. That's why you have security. So let's tell the truth, which I know you're incapable of. I wouldn't trust this woman if she stood on a stack of Bibles and had her tongue notarized. Not a damn thing she says comes out her mouth is true. Thank you.
Say her name.
Alexis.
All right, okay.